It might be finally happening, Microsoft and Nintendo working together for Smash Brothers?
Block content.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. I never thought that I would talk about this at all, but it does seem like Microsoft and Nintendo, Xbox and Nintendo, are now friends. This is actually like a direct quote, and I couldn't wait to talk about this because it does increase the chances for characters within the Xbox or Microsoft world, and there are leaks that now kind of corroborate to form a more or less complete picture about what we can expect for Super Smash Bros. DLC for the 3.0 update and maybe the Fighters Pack going forward. So as you guys know, there is this great giveaway. We're giving away a Piranha Plant plushie. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway at 50k. I'm so excited for it, and it needs a home, you guys. Alright, let's get into this. So the Nindies showcase actually just happened. Don't know if any of you guys kind of tuned in for that. It was another kind of Nintendo Direct, but it was all about indie games. They showed off some great stuff that actually looks like a ton of fun to play, and all these things are not all that expensive too, so I'm really going to be getting my hands on a couple of them. The very first one that was actually revealed on the Nindies stream was that Cuphead is now coming to Nintendo Switch, which is great. Cuphead is an awesome game. It's really difficult if you get a little bit into it. It is co-op, so it's a lot of fun with two players, and it fits completely with, the Cuphead character, the Mugman character, and then having the Joy-Cons, and, well, my Switch is the blue and red Switch, so it would be perfect, having those two characters. It so fits with Nintendo's style, and I just thought that the commercial for it was so great with the black and white and kind of the commercial vibe of the, the whole milk thing. Now, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, but here is the rundown. Nintendo does something really, really crazy in this thing, and that's the main reason why I'm making this video, because I never thought that the words would come out of their mouth, but Nintendo actually said in that presentation, thanks to our friends at Microsoft. So they were talking about the developer from the game Cuphead, which is MDHR, and Microsoft actually owns the publishing rights. MDHR owns the IP of Cuphead, but they own the publishing rights. So it can potentially be multi-platform, but basically Microsoft has the reins for this franchise and can say where it can go. So that's why Nintendo says thanks to our friends at Microsoft, because yeah, they still own that specific game, not necessarily Cuphead as a character or an IP, but they own that game, which is totally crazy. So Nintendo thanking Microsoft. Now this is of course from the heels of the video game awards that happened, where we had Reggie on stage with the Sony executive and with the Microsoft executive. So of course they know each other, of course they talk, of course there have been collaborations in the past, but it's even more clear than it ever was that Nintendo and Microsoft are up to something big, and it isn't this whole Cuphead thing. I think they just revealed this in like a Nindies showcase, right? They opened with it, so it's a big deal for them, but it's not Nintendo Direct material. I feel like there is something big coming. I'm not saying that it could involve Banjo and Kazooie, because I feel like those characters would be the biggest possible splash ever that they could make. For me, that's what would make Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I do feel like there aren't any more great characters left for another Smash game down the line. We could finally get Waluigi and stuff like that, or Paper Mario, characters like Geno. But if you think about, definitely who deserves to be in Smash with video game history and Nintendo history, then I think the rare IP, the Banjo and Kazooie characters, they just fit the bill so well, and I feel like that would be a great reveal. If they, don't save anything for the next Smash game, it's going to be a little bit weird. Everyone is here, and then we have all these great additions within the fighter pack, not even just having Piranha Plant in there, but having Joker in there, and then potentially characters from Dragon Quest or whatever the fighter pack may end up being. So Banjo-Kazooie for me would be something that I would be okay with if they saved it for the reveal teaser or trailer for a next Smash game a couple of years down the road. But if it ended up happening here, I would be very surprised, because I feel like this reveal of Cuphead is kind of paving the way for something. I feel like Nintendo and Microsoft playing nice with this game might end up being the ticket, or should I say, the invitation letter for the Cuphead character to come into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate through the Fighter Pack. So maybe Nintendo of America actually kind of pushed this within, because Sakurai said Nintendo decides about all the characters and within the Fighter Pass, and I don't. I just basically okay them and see if they have possibilities within Smash Brothers. Well, I think that there's a strong possibility that Cuphead might be included in that list. There are some leaks that have talked about Cuphead. We actually reported on a leak last week, which was very believable, had a lot of evidence behind it. But now there is even a leak that happened yesterday, so the day before the Nindies reveal. And it's pretty crazy. So here's basically what that leak said. So I'm going to go into it. This is not confirmed by any means, but this is what happened. Smash DLC Cuphead is going to be revealed during the Nindies showcase tomorrow. Here's my proof. The Brave character is Frisk, and they're going to be revealed during the Joker showcase. Cuphead's going to be at E3, along with a concrete release date for the DLC. Mugman is an alternate costume, just like Alf is to Olimar. Nier Automata is also going to be getting a port to Switch, which then leads into 2B. She'll be playable in the September Direct, along with a concrete release date for it, estimated to be sometime before Christmas at the moment, which is a long way off, by the way. And finally, Heihachi from Tekken in February of 2020. So this leak happened before the Nindy showcase, and then Cuphead is going to be revealed. They say it in this leak, which makes it a lot more believable, but also kind of scary. It makes sense that someone would guess this, because yeah, it does make sense that Cuphead is this big indie property, probably one of the biggest ones next to like Shovel Knight and stuff like that. But still, calling it and then saying it could be in Smash DLC, and then having Nintendo in that same direct say, our friends at Microsoft. This is all turning into something very big that I don't even know I have the answer to. Like, I would be okay with it being Cuphead. I know a lot of our blocked content subscribers either love or hate the idea. I think that there's potential for a moveset for Cuphead and Mugman, but I feel like if you're going to do a Microsoft character, a lot of fans would expect Steve to be the character. I would definitely take Cuphead before Steve. I think that there's just a lot more iconic, imagery you could get into there. I think in terms of moveset, you could go a lot more further with that. And I feel like Steve is a character that feels far removed from a lot of the other characters in Smash Bros. I feel like Cuphead certainly fits in a little bit better, and would be just a great rep for Microsoft, itself. This Minecraft world is something that they kind of bought into, but I feel like Cuphead really represents kind of Microsoft a little bit better than something like Minecraft would do. But I think that everybody kind of feels different about what kind of Microsoft character would be included in Smash. I definitely feel like my main hero, which is the Master Chief from Halo, has some sort of a chance. I loved it when a Spartan was included in Dead or Alive, the fighting franchise. I thought the moveset was great, and I think that there's so much possibility for that kind of a moveset to be in Smash, because it was a very slow character in that game, even had the plasma grenades and stuff like that. So to me, really felt like it could definitely be in Smash Brothers. I think at the time, I wish that the character would appear in Brawl. I think that was released between Super Smash Bros. Melee and then Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So I think a lot of people were like, so does this mean that crossovers are possible for because that was the time where we had Soul Calibur, and Soul Calibur 2 then had Link. It had Heihachi, it had Spawn, it had all these characters for different consoles. And so I think people already are open to the possibility of having Master Chief in the game. So thinking about a Microsoft character, I don't know if Cuphead is the choice, but it certainly feels a lot more possible, not only thanks to this leak, but just Microsoft is saying, they are basically Nintendo's friend, and Nintendo is saying, thanks to our friends at Microsoft. So can't get any more clear than that. I'm totally excited about this because I am actually a big Microsoft fan, in terms of Xbox totally love it. I played Halo so much when I was in middle school that it was just crazy. You know, I'm a big Nintendo fanboy like the rest of you guys, but you can't deny that Microsoft has been doing some great stuff with Xbox, especially in the 360 days. And I feel like it's a really fun thing to have Nintendo and Microsoft be friends, and now we actually have verbal confirmation of this fact that could bleed into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm really curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be, going through them and seeing, whoever jumps out, and then maybe I'll feature you in the next video. Remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family, that's completely fine. You can hit that subscribe button, the big red button. All the news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. And if you hit that bell, it even means you get notifications. So whenever we make a video, you'll be right there with us, and maybe even in a premiere. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's a treat to make videos for you guys every day. I just love sitting in my studio, talking to you guys, and even doing a stream very soon. It's just so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked content and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news. So, see ya.